Full, park it on a junction. Yeah, people always stop and talk to you when you're, well, they do me anyway, when I'm on this. Just had a young lady come up to me, quite short, quite petite, and she was stood next to it. She wants to buy a bike that she can reach the ground on. So I let her have a sit on it. Now my rear shocks are slightly taller than standard, so it is a little bit taller, this one. But she could get her feet on the ground. And then a couple of other guys coming out with coffee and bits for their lunch, saying, "Oh, nice bike, mate." Well, hell yeah, it is. That's why I bought it. Well, no, it's probably why I kept it rather than why I bought it. I think I'll probably keep this until I have to ride an electric scooter in my old age, and even then I might do an engine transplant, take the batteries out the scooter and put this engine in there. I don't think that's allowed. Be bloody good fun though. Looks like it's about to piss down with rain. The forecast says it's not going to, but it does look like it's going to. I don't mind now. I'm heading roughly towards home via stopping for some fuel, and then I have no other reason to be out today. Shopping centre only looks about half full. Mind you, clothes shops, shoe shops, coffee shops and banks, that's all that's up there now. The old pandemic's put paid to retail, largely. People buy stuff online, and I mean, I'm guilty of that as well. It's not as much fun, and you can spend a whole shit sight more money. And I do that as well. Yeah, it's not a great day to be out. Bit cool. But the sun's shining and it's warm and bone dry. I often think to myself, I should venture out into the countryside. So given that I live in the biggest landlocked county in England, and not very far away from Wales, that I often go out and just cruise around, but I don't feel inclined to do that today. It's dull and cool, and I think I'm just going to fuel up and go home and park up. I swear this place grows by 50 brand new houses a day, and I'm probably not far wrong, you know. It's getting big. Right, I'm less than a mile away from the petrol station. So in actual fact, I think I've done, I said 6 to 10 miles before. I think I've probably done more like 4 to 5. So I still don't know what I've got after that fuel light comes on. I'm going to have 20 or 30 miles, I'd have thought. I mean, there's two. I have never run this thing out of fuel. I don't think I've ever run anything out of fuel. Oh, maybe my lawnmower. Yeah, the gauge is showing 2 bars. I mean, that's not really any indication because they're not necessarily that accurate. So quantity, it's not going to be much because it's not a particularly big fuel tank on this thing, but range, it should be quite good. That's a Google thing. Get on the Triumph forums, the Triumph pages on Facecloth, and see what people say about that, because somebody's going to have run one of these things out of fuel. Not that I'm that interested. Normally when that light flickers, I fill it up. Which is precisely what I'm about to do. So right, I'll end this here now because it's just going to get boring. Like, subscribe, especially subscribe. I've got plenty of people looking at my videos, but there's only 24 of you subscribing, so I could do with you spreading the word. I want more people to subscribe. That'll keep me going. So spread the word. Some silly old bugger on his scrambler, ranting and rambling. And I'll see you soon.